Fiddle again. And hello, it's Fo. Welcome back to Turbine City. Last time we'd been working on Highland Gardens. Get that renamed to Sports Monkey Gardens when we're done. Dropped in a save with it crashing on me so often. Get these values fixed so we can keep the growth up. Keep people coming in while we're working on this custom park. Gonna move the fence back a little bit so we've got a little bit more room over this side of the park where we've got our unique buildings and things. I think we could have something fairly noisy and busy over here. Maybe pop in a couple of the amusement park assets. Not sure we're using this space over here. Definitely will have room for the roller coaster as well if we do use this space, so maybe get this tucked in over here if we're good with the placement. And again, we can see if we can fix the fencing. We don't want anybody sneaking into the park. Not that I've ever seen that, but get in a fence as far as we can. Looks like we can't completely fence it off. We can add a little bit. Try and keep people out. I think it's fairly steep, the terrain there anyway. We'd have to do a bit of rock climbing to get up and into the park. Get the rest of this free space filled up. Some nice trees using the single placement. Got plenty of different trees to use. And with the random tree rotation on, keep using the same ones. It looks like a greater variety of trees. So we'll get plenty of things placed. Have it looking nice. A bit more full in terms of tree coverage. Can use them to cover up around the fences where we've got the gap, and to cover any parts of where the terrain is sort of jutting out. Yeah, trees and rocks and foliage can cover a multitude of sins. It always makes an area look a bit better. I like the way this park is turning out. After we've made all the other ones, it's good to go a bit sort of freeform, mix up the different assets all together. So we've got a busier, more commercial part of the park. Then we've also got the camping sites and stuff. The more relaxed area of the park. So we'll get it renamed and take our ticket price down to $5. As always, we're not too concerned about making money. As long as we don't run out of money altogether. That's the only concern with the money. Get a path in to use up some of this space over here. Can maybe come from over the other side of the road. Got some space left here. So we'll come up and over the road. Have our pedestrian and bicycle path. Connect up these areas so people can get around nice and easy. As we've seen, people do love them, using these paths. I've never placed one and not seen people using it. So we'll get a little area here, connected up with paths, and then we can pop in some trees and have it a little more wooded. and leaving it blank. Can use the brush for this and clear up some of these empty spaces. Yeah, I don't think we need any more assets in our park. No roller coaster or anything. Can we just leave it as it is? Over here we've got a couple of complaints coming out of this zone in here. I think we could just get rid of it. Could pop in offices or something instead, but I'm thinking maybe just removing it, and then maybe we can use move it to bring our marina back a little bit. See if we can come up against the road. Yeah, it looks like it changed the terrain underneath it, so it's sort of automatically adjusted the height, so it's not lower than the road. Seems fine. Things are looking good. Very few complaint icons. There are still problems with our Industries DLC stuff, but we can jiggle all that around and try and get rid of those. That's one of the last things I want to do. I want to keep up the housing. Our growth is falling. I'm going to try and extend the roads out. And can we get some housing in here? And originally put these roads in thinking we were going to do some more Industries DLC stuff to support the shipyard, but haven't really needed to do that. Seems to be taking care of itself in the shipyard. So I'm going to get a couple of small roads in here. Then we can get some more houses in. I don't want to go down too close to the port area, so maybe just the first couple of sections and get some houses in. I'm thinking about maybe putting in a canal. It's not something I've tried before. As I've said, I do want to have sort of one of everything in the city. Have as many assets as possible. Especially a lot of the things like the monorail and stuff that I don't normally use. I'll have to make the lines for that. I like the cable car as well, so I want to put in a few more areas of high terrain. We've got our other castle. I want to move our observatory up to a higher point in the terrain. So we can maybe fill this in with some more housing, and then chop it in half, halfway down towards the port with a canal. The canal can run between the hills that we've got our castles on. Maybe run the cable car up between the hills. It's a sort of medium term, but that's going to be a bit of a job to do. I got a comment on the last video. Dean Boii was really wanting me to rename streets in the different areas, so that's something I can do. Let these guys grow in. And then go rename a few streets maybe. It's not something that I normally do. It's quite tedious to go around and rename all the streets. But why not? If that's what the people want, that's what the people get. So I'll do a bit of zoning here. Grow in. Quite covered. We've got a few services and things there. I think the houses are far enough away from everything else. Shouldn't have a problem. So we're going to go up to the Dean Boii Institute. Find some of the larger roads around here. can rename a few of them. As I say, that's what the people are asking for. So you can find the names of the roads when you zoom in close enough. And then you can rename any of the roads, just like anything else. It was fun when I first discovered it, but it takes a while to go around and rename things. And a lot of the names that are automatically generated are fine. They are all the same sort of suffixes for the road names. So it's interesting sometimes to add a few different ones. You never see way or drive or anything like that, or lane. So we can add in a few. As I say, we don't often have boulevard and things like that here. But the game never generates crescent or anything, or gardens. So there's a few different street names that we can give them. And it stretches for the entire road, so once you've renamed it, you don't need to worry about it. The entire road is covered, all the different sections of it. I'm going to call this one the Dean Boii Stracht. That's a fair Scottish name for a street. There's a street in my city called the Langstracht, and that's just the long straight road is all it means. The Langstracht. Another one we have here is Wind, Dean Boii Wind. And the street doesn't have to wind to be called Wind. I'm going to get some areas renamed after people as well. I'm going to get this one renamed for Kiefer. I do have enough friends, I promise, that I can get all these areas renamed. I have the Mikey Steel district over here. Yeah, it's farming and not steel, but that's just his name. I have Patterson Park, sounds lovely. We've got another one over here as well. We could have Scraps Park, sounds good. I've got plenty of people adding comments and things. I've got a fair amount of new subscribers. It's a shame that I think automatically people's settings are set to private, so you don't get to see the names of all the people who are subscribing. I do have the names of some of the commenters I can use. This can be Jen Cotter Park. And over the road, Andy, I don't want to murder your last name. This can be Andy Heights. Thanks for commenting, guys. Now I went on the workshop to find a special cat asset for Jen Cotter Park. It attracts the neighbourhood cats that come together and plan something questionable. Sounds perfect. Yes, much like cats. Looks like a sort of corner asset. Get it tucked in here. We'll zoom in and have a little look, see if we can spot any of the cats planning something nefarious. Oh yeah, I do see some cats huddled round, conspiring. Yeah, that's a pretty good asset, I like that actually. Get a couple of these streets renamed as well. Why not? If we're doing it for Dean Boii, we should do it for everyone. Yeah, it takes a bit of time, but hey, why not? We've got zoning all growing in. So we have things on the go. Time to kill, as it were. So we'll get a few streets renamed. Like I say, I could go around the entire city and rename absolutely every street, but I'm sure that would take hours. So we can do a couple in each area. Try and get everyone covered, get them their own district, everyone who's left comments and things. This can be Red Beta Hills. Some great names of people. Pandorath, that's a great name. Sounds terrifying. Also got Sabina, the Queen of Ponytas. Oh, wow, what a great name. I'm almost too much of a boomer to know what a ponyta is. Only barely. Thanks to the mobile game, I know what a ponyta is. I did download an asset for yourself as well. Sabina Park can have a Pokestop in it. Yeah, it was a fun summer. I've got plenty of walking done. Yeah, when it came to winter in Scotland's a bit cold for going on walks. Became a lot less appealing. This road's kind of crazy. See if I can drop down this node a little bit, just so it's less of a hump of a hill. Make life a little bit easier for them there. So that's a few of the areas renamed. Again, we can go in and rename roads and things. Dean Boi's cursed me by asking for this. Oh well. Any more suggestions in the comments, you know? By all means. I'll try and fit everything in. Like I say, I've already got sort of plans to try and fit in all the assets that I've got available. But if there's anything I've missed that you like to see in the city, something you put in your own cities, then by all means let me know. I don't have the Sunset Harbour DLC or the natural disasters or the snowfall, so I don't have any of the assets that go along with those. I won't be putting in the dirty power stations. I want to keep the green power, so I wouldn't be putting in those assets. But generally, one of everything else I think is the plan. If there's any custom assets on the workshop that you love to put in your cities, but I haven't got, let me know. I'll go and get them. And can pop them in. So we'll get a few more streets renamed over here. Because it renames the entire thing, sometimes you'll find the roads are connecting through. You'll go to rename a road and it's already done. It's stretching through from another area. So if you get the major roads done, the bigger ones, you're covering a lot. Let's see, there's loads of road names. Can't think of that many. Should have brought up a list of interesting road names. We get the idea. Floof, there's a cat. I don't think she's going to notice if I didn't rename a street for her, but we've started, so we'll finish, you know. Up in Strand Park, we'll get a few roads renamed. Or rename this road Hospital Road. It goes up to Hospital Park. Hospital Boulevard. That'll do. So yeah, it's not something that I normally bother with, but why not? I think Sailor Trail's looking pretty good. I like the way that came out. I suppose it's a good excuse to go around and try and find anything that's not working, any complaints. See one up here. Looks like somebody wants to be changed over for an office. See how much of a section it would take. Now I'll take the whole road. Just remove a little bit. Got it changed over. So yeah, it's a good opportunity to have another look around. See if we've got any complaints. Anybody who's saying they don't have enough customers. Get them switched over. So we've got that perfect balance. Just the right amount of all our specialist zoning. Because we definitely had too much. I think we've brought it down to a level that there's very few complaints now. Go around and find them where we can. As I say, the industry's DLC stuff is still complaining, but I don't understand the maths of the ins and outs of that. Other times I've played, I've been more successful, so it could just be the way I've placed things. Just shiggling around the assets might make it work better. Certainly got plenty of room to do that. Again, Princess is a cat. I don't think she'll be too upset if I missed her out. We rename a street, but we will. Get Styly and Sandy in as well. Not seen either of them for about 10 years. But hey ho, just in case they're watching, hey guys, I've renamed you a street. Same in Marco Square. Love that guy, I've not seen him for years. Got a few streets renamed here in his honor. Fergie as well. Ooh, Fergie's surname is Thompson. That's amazing. Don't need to rename Thompson Avenue. This can be Fergie Street. Again, Fergie's a pug. I don't think he's going to be too bothered, but hey, we'll do it anyway. The main man, Sports Monkey. We got a few of his streets renamed before we go. Still got a few more areas that are renamed after people I can go in. Go into Walpole Square, McDonald District, and get them done as well. Don't worry guys, I will get your streets renamed. I did have a look for a dog centre or a dog-centric asset. But the one I did find, struggling to place it. It wants road access, but it seems to want to delete the road when I place it against the road, so maybe see if I can figure that one out. But I did get a dog-based asset for you. So I'll get this filled in. So we've got a little bit more going on. Then we can go around the city and rename everything again. Get back on that next episode. Until then, take it easy. And I'll see you in the next one.